Hello everyone, it's Flora. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'll be doing another preview look at episode 3 of Fruits Basket, the final. I'm super excited to look at this episode because it's a chapter that I've always wanted to see animated, and last week I kind of spoiled myself a little bit with the pictures ahead of time, like trying to put them up, but this week I didn't, so now I have not seen what they look like, and I'm really excited. I have my book ready, so I'm going to be looking at the preview images, trying to find out where they are in the manga, comparing them, and all of it will be with manga spoilers that I'll be talking about. So just a reminder, if anyone here is new to the series and hasn't seen the manga and doesn't want any spoilers past what's in the anime right now, I suggest you head out in this video right now. I'm so sorry, but this is the manga spoiler talk, so let's get started. Alright, I have all the pictures pulled up, so let's get started! The first one! Yes! Oh, it's so sad seeing her like this. Okay, so it looks like they're just going in order with the chapters like they've been doing. We're officially in volume 18 now. That's so crazy. Alright, so this is in chapter 102, which is mostly focused on Machi. This is definitely when she's at her own apartment and when she opens up about her past with Yuki. I always found the story of her and her family so tragic, like with her younger brother. Like, we got to know Kakeru's side in season 2 when he was saying like he decided he didn't want to follow what the family wanted and now he's free, but he said that Machi isn't free yet. So she's clearly been through a lot, and yeah, this is when he says, "You really gave it everything you had, didn't you? And now the Machi I know exists on this earth, and that makes me happy." So this is Machi thinking to herself, I never thought that I'd be praised, and there was someone who would praise her, and she just gets all emotional. Oh, I'm so excited. It's gonna be great. So then she opens up to Yuki about why she tried to lay the blanket over her brother and her family totally misinterpreting that interaction, and yeah, it sucks. More crappy Fruits Basket parents. Alright, next picture. Yes! I feel like I haven't seen Kakeru in so long. Like, I don't know why, but I miss him so much. Alright, so this looks like he has a school uniform on. It's probably in the same chapter. I can't tell if this is when he is overhearing their conversation. When they visit Machi's apartment and Yuki and her are kind of talking by themselves and he's kind of like listening in. I feel like that might be that spot. Just give me a second to look through. Looks like they kept the hoodie on. He has the hoodie on in the chapter too. I'm not sure exactly. It might be this part, but I feel like the expression doesn't really match when Yuki's telling Machi that it's okay. I'm not sure if this is it though, because then he smiles, and I feel like the expression on the anime isn't showing that he's gonna smile. Maybe it's while Machi's telling Yuki her story. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll find it in the next chapter. I think they're gonna do the next one right after this too, with the graduation ceremony. Alright, anyways, next picture. Yes! Oh, I'm so excited. I love the two of them together. They have such great, like, chemistry as characters, and it makes me really happy. Okay, let me see here. Oh, this is it. Okay. So they're walking down the street, and they're gonna go to Machi's place, right? And, oh, Yuki's asking, "We couldn't do that. She lives by herself, doesn't she?" "Oh, relax. Nothing's gonna be aroused in that room. Don't you dare take this conversation in that direction," because Kakeru always does that. And Kakeru says, "Come to think of it, the snow's really deep today, too." And then Yuki just, like, gets exhausted and, like, leans on his shoulder, and he's like, "Would you please stop changing subjects? It's exhausting." "Well, I just remembered something." And, yep. So that's when he tells Yuki about, in the past, he noticed Machi would walk in the snow, and she'd always put footprints in the snow. I don't want to say too much, but Like, you already know if you're watching this video, you've read the manga, but I just really like the concept of like walking in the snow to like erase perfection. And yeah, it's just a really cool concept. And the fact that they mentioned it again in Fruits Basket Another was adorable. I'm so excited. Okay, next one. Yes! Oh my gosh, look at Yuki! Look at that expression! She's blushing! I love when they first show up at the apartment and immediately Machi goes to slam the door and Kakeru's like, excuse me, we're here. And her place is a mess, just like Yuki's bedroom, and they can relate on that level. He's just unintentionally mean, and it's really funny, like Yuki, but it's not like he's actually being mean. Like, he's like, oh, this reminds me of when my place was a mess. It's like he's telling her place is a pigsty, basically. But all right, anyways, back to the picture. This looks like the same moment when she's crying and after she tells the story, and then Yuki tells her, if the snow keeps piling up, we can make footprints in it together, okay? I promise. They're so cute. Look at that. That's definitely that. I promise. Yay! So then that leads to the title of the episode. Oh, I wish it would snow, because that's what she's thinking by the end of it. I can't wait. Next one. Ooh! She's got a flower from the previous episode. This doesn't ring a bell. Let me see. I don't think this might be added. Yeah, because the next chapter is all about Motoko and Naohito and Yuki. There's like no Toru in these chapters. Pretty much. I don't think there's any Toru. So what the heck is this? This is cute. Okay, she's giving someone a flower. I hope it's Kyo. What? Okay, this is added. This is not in the manga. What the heck? Okay, that excites me. Because we've had so many like little moments taken out of the anime and now they're adding some random ones in. That's cute. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the same scene. So, because he offered her a flower last episode, right? So now she's offering him a flower? Look at that blush mark! Oh, that's so cute. I'm excited for this. I have no idea what to expect. That's really cool. Yay, that's awesome! I'm excited. It'll kind of ease the tension from like last week too, because I feel like last week was kind of emotional. As always, Fruits Basket is. Okay, this is adorable. Yuki blushing. Oh, I think I know what this is. This is the next chapter when it's all about the third years graduating, like Motoko's and the previous president, the guy that's obsessed with Yuki, he's graduating. So he's sad. And then this is when Yuki finally realizes that Motoko actually has feelings for him. And he's like, oh my god, I'm so stupid. I didn't realize it until now. And I'm thinking it's this part. She thanks him for everything. And even though a lot of people don't like her as a character, I really like this chapter because she's a character that we're able to see Yuki's growth from an outside perspective, and I just think it's really cool to see that. Like, she even says, I only want to tell you that I was happy, I had so much fun, I'm truly glad I met you. And yeah, I don't know, I like it, even though the fan club is kind of crazy, but I'm thinking it's this part here where he says thank you, and he blushes because he finally realizes, like, oh, she actually did have feelings for me. It's not just some, like, fan club that they just admire who I am for some reason. So I'm assuming they're gonna do yep, okay. This is the Motoko chapter. And this is, She's also super pretty. Like in the manga, I always thought her eyes were so gorgeous. Like, look at that. She's just really pretty. Okay. So this is when she's like, okay, no, don't feel bad for me. Stop. I know you didn't like me back. It's okay. And she starts crying again in front of him. So I'm thinking it's this scene right here. Aww. Yeah. It's like touching, but oh yes! Okay, I don't know why. I always thought the scene was so cute when I read it back in like high school. Because I didn't expect it at all. Like the whole reason now has been like this, like not arrogant, just annoyed, always mad person. Like maybe that's part of his personality, but a big reason he was like that towards Yuki is because he knew that Motoko liked Yuki and he liked her like this whole time. So that's part of like the interesting love triangle that no one knew about. So when she's in the classroom, like her last time looking at the classroom and she's saying goodbye, he shows up and he starts to like want to confess to her, but then he decides not to. I feel like his feelings are kind of portrayed though, so I'm guessing this is when he grabs her hand and he starts to say like, Minagawa senpai, I've always liked you, but he never said, oh, I'm blurry, that he liked her. He kept that part hidden. But I really like when he said, even when you leave something, you find something new. So it's okay to say goodbye. What comes next is nice to meet you, and it ties into Hiro's sister being born. It's such a, like, I love the transitions in Fruits Basket. They're so gorgeous. This will be cool to see. Oh, look at him! Look, he's so short and cute. Yeah, so this is when he's saying, and there's an image of him looking at her as she walks away. He's so flustered. He's adorable. Oh, here it is. This part, sorry, not that part. This part. I'm hoping for you even after you graduate. I hope you'll be okay. I want you to keep smiling so brightly. It's so wholesome and sweet. Okay, we got 3 more pictures. Yes! Oh, he's so sad. He's the one who's like obsessed with Yuki. He's basically mourning this entire chapter. Like, I'm graduating and I'll never see Yuki again. Let's see. Oh, here it is! I found it! Oh my god. It's so small. Okay, so this is when she's smiling and she's remembering being with her little Yuki fan club friends, and then there he is. I'm guessing it's that kind of scene. Everyone's like, is he okay? This doesn't look exactly the same, so maybe they're adding something with the teacher. Alright, next one. 2 more. Oh, he looks so much older here. Like he still looks young, because he's still a young kid. But you can tell how much he's like maturing, and I think I know what spot this is. I really love Hiro's mom. She's so amazing, and it's like the one good example I could think of a Fruits Basket parent. There's Kazuma, and then there's Hiro's mom, and a few others maybe. So this part is when Naohito says, like, you know, even though there's a goodbye, there's always new beginnings. Goodbye and nice to meet you, when his sister is born. And it's a girl, so meaning he's gonna turn into a ram if he hugs her, but it doesn't matter with their family. Like, they love Hiro no matter what. So then his mom says, why don't you hold her? And he's like, that's not gonna work. And she's like, it's okay, Mama will just hold both of you. And he like has this really sweet smile. So I think that's that part. I love it. I love it so much. Here we go. It's Shigure. I know everyone's like, oh my god, from last week. There's so many people that love Shigure, and I just kept thinking like, oh boy, wait until you find out the rest of his story. But there is a scene at the end of chapter 103 where he's sitting with Kagura and Hattori. So I'm thinking it's when he's saying, didn't your mother ever tell you not to poke your nose where it doesn't belong? And that's Kagura goes to see them, and she's worried about where Rin is. So she's wondering, like, is Rin really at the hospital? And Hattori kind of looks up like, that's what I hear, but I don't know if he really believes that. And I don't think Shigure knows where Rin is either, but I don't know. And then there's the last panel of Akito walking out of the cat room with Rin's hair falling. Like, this is gonna be so crazy. Like, the Rin, like, Haru kind of arc thing that happens, it's gonna be wild. I hope it lasts like at least 2, maybe 3 episodes, because it's like a huge turning point for Akito, and I feel like this is the last big thing about other characters before we get into like Toru and Kyo and Akito and like the end game stuff. So I'm really excited to see it. It's so tragic though. Like, I just remember this manga. The manga has this one shot of Kureno. He walks into the room and he just sees hair splayed out on the floor. I always thought it was so eerie. Like, I really hope they animate that well and like have really good music. So that'll be really cool. But yeah, I'm really excited for this episode. I don't know what to expect with this Kyo and Toru scene. I'm so excited. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it's anime only, so that's cool. Alright everyone, that's it for my video today. Thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you had fun, and feel free to talk about manga spoilers in the comments. Totally fine with these videos, just spoiler free for my reaction videos. Alright, and I will see you all next time. Hope you have a good weekend and take care. Thank you all so much for your support too. Bye!